Hello and welcome. It's Cami here, and I'm sitting in my beautiful meditation corner. This is unusual, but I felt called to give you information about Manifest Abundance Now, answer your questions in the beautiful space that I have where I have my spiritual practice every single day. And there's a few questions that came through to me that I want to answer for you. So I'll answer all of those in a moment. But I first wanted to do a quick reading for you because I was asking for support today in how can I communicate if this program is for you, if this is the right time for you. And I have this beautiful, beautiful deck of cards with butterflies on it. And butterflies is one of my spirit animals and one of my, call it kisses from heaven, one of my, where I know God is with me and supporting me. And when I ordered this deck of cards, it was actually when I was going through a transition and manifesting a month-long vacation from when I was at a job. So I ended up getting a severance package. I ended up being able to take all of December off. And that's when I fully launched my courses. That's when I fully launched my business full time. So I want to let you know that this deck of cards is really powerful because when I ordered it, it was 2 weeks before I was transitioning out of that job. And I was asking and manifesting to have a way to have an income and have my business. And it happened. And when I received the deck of cards, the day that I got let go, which was manifested actually, because they handed me a severance package instead of me needing to quit. And I pulled the card, and the card that I pulled was self-employment. So let me tell you the cards that I'm pulling for you today, and just be open to this meaning in your life. And the way I pulled this is 3 cards, and I said, show me the past, present, and future of what you're going through. And you can use this as inspiration in your own life. And the way that intuitive readings work is essentially you trust your intuition and you ask what this may mean for you. So the first thing is sentimental feelings. So this is representing your past. Sentimental feelings of the past to me has to do with the way it's been, the way it was before, the patterns that you've always been into. And sometimes, ironically, we are stuck with our patterns. We are stuck feeling doubtful and in fear and in scarcity and in lack and in never enough. And we actually start to feel like connected to those feelings because it's a part of who we are. So I want you to just recognize where you've been keeping yourself stuck, where you've been maybe allowing this feeling, this nagging feeling of not having enough to be perpetuated throughout your life, throughout all of your relationships, throughout your family and the stories that your family has told, and how you're finding evidence continually that that's just the way life is. And maybe you're looking back fondly on what it means to not have enough in life. And maybe you're coming up with stories on how, we're more spiritual when we don't have enough. Or, God is closer with me when I'm suffering. That's a story that comes up a lot. So I want you to explore that. And then your present is decisions. This is decisions. So what does that mean? That means presently in this moment, do you want to stay in the old habits, in the old patterns, in a mindset of scarcity, in a mindset of not enough, in a mindset of suffering? Or are you ready to make a decision for your future, which requires you to align to your higher self, to your potential self, and take action from a place of trust into that next level version of yourself? So today I'll present you with that choice. I'll go over what this Manifest Abundance Now program is, and you have the opportunity to make a decision today on where you want to go in the future. That is today. And then the final card I pulled is support. This is your future. By saying yes to Manifest Abundance Now, you will have support. You will have 30 days of support for manifesting what it is that you desire in your life. And just to throw another decision out there, if you would like further support, you can stay in the academy for all 9 months and receive ongoing support for the vision and dream that you're building. So that's the first how I wanted to open this up. I'm curious. I'd love for you to receive that, journal on some of these things, and start to ask yourself, are you truly ready to move forward into a state of true abundance each and every single day? Because that will require a decision from you. So let me answer the questions about this program. The first question, is this for me? I think that's always the question we have. There's so many options, there's so many choices. And listen, I'm in this world of personal development, personal growth. There's so many great coaches out there. There's so many great programs out there. So why this one? Why you? Why me? And why now? So I'll answer that for you. I took some notes to be concise. If you have this deep desire for more, you've been wanting more, desiring more, you have this vision for your life, but you're hung up by these things specifically, if you get hung up by blocks that keep coming up over and over again, continual blocks, the negative self-talk, the doubt, and resistance, then this program is for you. It is a intensive 30-day program that will allow you to step into the process of manifestation, of learning how to deal with the doubt when it comes up. I was walking outside today and doing like a walking meditation, and I was shown and reminded I got bit by this little black ant the other day, and they're tiny. They're like those little sugar ants, and it bit me on my thumb, and it's been like bubbling up for 2 weeks. And there is a brain scientist out there that has this theory about ants. He calls them automatic negative thoughts. So automatic negative thoughts come through our brain each and every day, and they're like these little ants where they bite you and they fester and they bleed and they itch, and we just don't do anything about it. We just continue to allow them to come through. We put all of our attention on the negative thoughts, and then our life ends up being a reflection of our negative thoughts. And as I was on my walk today, I was asking for some inspiration and some guidance, and I have been seeing grasshoppers everywhere. And so when I asked about what that symbolism was, it was you leaping into your future, quantum leaping into your future by learning and applying these principles that I've been studying for over 11, 12, 13 years. And I've invested over $100,000 in my own personal development. And I've manifested over $100,000 in money and actual value through the manifestation process that I will be teaching you. So let me answer this question too. Will this be worth my investment? Right? Because we always want to have faith and assurance that what we're investing is going to give us a return on investment. So here's what I can tell you about this program. Other than the fact that I'm highly qualified, I've been studying this for years, I've manifested things in my own life, I've invested over and over again and traveled and worked with some of the best coaches and trainers across the world so that you don't have to spend those big dollars. You can actually start a place that's accessible for you, but get over $100,000 in value. What I talk about is you're always going to 10x, actually 11x your investment anytime you make an investment in yourself with me. That is my promise to you. That is my guarantee that this will have a ripple effect over your lifetime. So not only will you see results in actual value over the next 30 days in your life when you show up and do the work, right? You have to be actively engaged in this process. And if you're not actively engaged in the process and focused on your mindset daily, then I can't guarantee that you're going to see an 11x value. You're still probably going to see like a 2 times, 3 times value because it's that 1% energetic shift that will bring more and more into your life. And even if you're just showing up once a week, you're still going to be making those shifts. So I have a variety of people. And the next question will be, how is this delivered? I have a variety of people around the globe, different countries, different locations that are coming into this program. It takes place within a Facebook group, and we all show up live each week for a Facebook Live session that's done within the group. Even if you can't make the session live, which it depends, right? It depends on where you are in the globe, depends on your timing. You will still have access to the replay. You will still have access to asking me questions within the Facebook group. You're still going to have access to that community. And this collective community of manifesting energy is actually what builds and lifts up and starts to really build your belief. I'm getting goosebumps right now because of what you see going on in each other's lives and because of the daily and weekly wins that we celebrate. And then beyond this program, you'll have access to the membership portal with additional resources. So if you are a person that likes to DIY, do it yourself on your own time, you will have access to that, and you can revisit the practices over and over again. And you will also get those additional bonus resources, videos, audios, worksheets, downloads. All of that will be within the membership portal. Let me see if I have any other questions. Oh, okay. I have 2 more questions left. Will this make me more money? Because when we're thinking of abundance, usually we're thinking of actual physical money. And here's what I wrote. Each process is individual. It really is. There are people that show up and they'll make $300 in a day, and it's happened in my programs. There are people who sign a new client within the program. There are people who get an offer, a raise, a promotion. All of this can and will happen. But I also want you to say that when you show up every single day for 30 days on your own self, right? You don't need to show up in the program. You're just showing up for yourself each and every day. Your life will shift, and you will be guaranteed to recognize the value that has shown up in your life in a 30-day period. You will see that people are giving you things. You know, maybe somebody lets you go in front of the line with them whenever you're standing in line at the store. Maybe somebody pays for your lunch. This is how the recognition of abundance and prosperity begins to enter into your life. You may win a prize, you may win a trip, unexpected money you may find in your house. And all of this is the positive snowball effect that, yes, leads to actual more physical money in your life. This program is around overall abundance in all areas. And yes, one of those areas that will be affected is your finances, is your money, is the value that you receive in the world. And then finally, last question, do you have payment plans? The answer is yes. I absolutely have payment plans. So that's something that you can reach out to me and ask for. You can just send me an email, cami@camikennedy.com, and I will get you those resources sent back over to you. I want to make this accessible for you. I want to make it an easy way for you to say yes to yourself and your future. And I know that we're not always able to make the investment in one large sum, so I will make those payment plans available for you. And if you have any questions at all, you can reach out to me. This program specifically starts November 19th, 2020. So if you're watching this in the present moment, there will be bonuses associated with saying yes and enrolling now. And those bonuses go away as we get closer and closer to the date. So if you know in your heart right now this is a yes, if you've watched this entire video, it's probably a yes. Take action right now, this very minute, before that old mindset starts to set in and keeps you back into scarcity. When there's a will, there is a way. Even if there's fear coming up, if you desire to have the life that you want and you love and you wake up every day excited, this is for you. So I invite you to say yes to yourself right now. This will be the turning point for the rest of your life. I'll see you inside of Manifest Abundance Now.